Welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome once again to our viewers on onespotmedia.com.
Up first this evening, destruction and despair. It's the result of a massive bushfire in Westphalia in rural St. Andrew.
The fire, which started Friday night into Saturday, destroyed homes and agricultural crops.
Now, Romardo Lyons visited the area and filed this report.
Charred remains of trees, blackened hillsides, smoke a day later. The landscape tells the story of Saturday's devastation after a massive bushfire gutted homes and farms. These residents stand dejected, looking down as smoke rises. But this type of destruction isn't new.
The National Solid Waste Management Authority, NSWMA, is reporting that the fire and smoke situation at the Riverton disposal site in St. Andrew has been resolved. The blaze, which started last week, left the corporate area blanketed with smoke for days, causing concern in several sectors. Executive Director of the National Solid Waste Management Authority, NSWMA, Audley Gordon, says operations at the Riverton City Disposal site in St. Andrew have almost returned to normal following last week's fire and subsequent smoke nuisance that affected air quality. Teams from the NSWMA have been using cover material to smother the remnants of the fire. After a week of smoke across the corporate area and part of St. Catherine on Monday, Mr. Gordon told TVJ News the situation has been resolved.
If one should do a drone flyover of the disposal site, you probably will see some little semblance of smoke here and there, a little bit, hardly noticeable. But you probably will see, and you will still see our crew doing some sealing work in terms of some finding little pores here and putting dirt on it still. But largely we are back to normal.
The fire started at the edge of the disposal site on Tuesday afternoon. An investigation has not yet determined how it started. That sparks from a bushfire that was near to the Riverton City Disposal site started the blaze last week.
We are still conducting our investigation. The suspicion is that it may have been caused by bushfires that were burning in close proximity, and so sparks on that would have traveled through the landscape. That is the suspicion that we have right now. It hasn't been confirmed yet, so we are hoping that not too long from now we can confirm that.
Two businesses in St. James are counting losses after fire destroyed their operations early this morning. According to reports, the fire started a few minutes before 5 o'clock. It's understood that the fire started in a cash-pot establishment, then spread to an adjoining warehouse. When a news team arrived on the scene, firefighters were carrying out cooling-down operations. Stephen, the owner of the warehouse, says not much was saved.
The fire just spread and we opened the warehouse, we couldn't go in because there was too much smoke. But the firemen, they were very good. They just jumped onto it, put on their mask and tried to contain the fire. But unfortunately, nothing much could be saved. As you can see, most of the appliances got burnt. So we're trying to see now how to best dispose them off or to salvage what can be salvaged.
He's estimating over $40 million in damage, noting that the appliances and furniture were not insured. In the meantime, the owner of the cash-pot establishment says there is no estimate to his losses at this time. Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. Here's what we have in the bulletin. Firefighters electrocuted while responding to fire in Greenwich Town, St. Andrew. Another fire in Montego Bay, 14 persons now homeless. And later in sports, Jamaica Scorpions captain to miss final round of regional 4-day competition. Thank you for joining us. I'm Shane Masters and here are the details. 6 firefighters were electrocuted while responding to a fire in the Greenwich Town community in St. Andrew this morning. 3 of them are severely injured and have been hospitalized. It's understood that the men were part of a team putting out the blaze sometime after 2 o'clock. According to head of the fire brigade, Commissioner Stuart Beckford, while on the location, 3 firefighters came into contact with electrical wires. Those wires, he says, appeared to be illegal connections. 3 other members of the team tried to assist. However, that was futile. 3 fires in Montego Bay, St. James within 24 hours. The latest has left at least 14 persons, including 4 children, homeless as the blaze destroyed their home on Barnett Lane last night. The details in this report from Karen Simpson.
This 2-story building stands as a reminder for the families that once lived there that life will never be the same. It's understood that 14 persons were home when fire was seen coming from the building sometime after 8 p.m.
Bed, TV, dresser, clothes, everything. Passport, every papers, everything goes. Every single thing. Every single thing gone out. How you manage to come out with this smoke inside? I told him to wrap around my face and grab everybody and move, push them off like place.
Oh, you alone living here part?
No, me alone in my part, but everybody else in another part, them have to pull them out.
They run out because me was full of smoke. Oh. So me have to run out because me have a slight of the asthma, me don't want to affect.
Lorraine Lawrence operates a business at a section of the building, but says she will now have to start over.
This morning about after 4, I get a call from my business place on fire. When I come, everything burn right to the ground. Everything fridge, everything chair. All of my ear things and everything burn. Everything.
It's not clear how the fire started, but 2 units from the St. James Fire Department responded and extinguished the blaze. This is the 3rd fire in the parish in the last 24 hours. On Sunday, fire gutted a shop at Old Shoe Market, and Monday morning, a warehouse and a cash pot outlet were destroyed by fire. In the meantime, the mayor of Montego Bay, Richard Vernon, says he will be getting help for the children who were displaced by the fire.
I'm collecting information to see how best I can seek some assistance for the children in particular, and later on I'll look at how we can assist the persons who have been displaced.
Karen Simpson, TVJ News.